on the air with Counselor Deanna Troy, or in human guise, if you would. Nice to have Marina Sirtis.
Yeah, thank you. It's really fun. I remember I was at a convention, but we went to an amusement park. I think it was in about the second season of Star Trek. My husband and I were standing in one of those interminable lines that go through, you know, and there was a guy standing there, and I was in disguise. I had no makeup, which is very different, I have to say, and my glasses and stuff like that. And he kept looking at me and looking at me, and finally we kind of opposite each other in the line, and he goes, "Has anyone ever told you you look like that girl on Star Trek?" And I said, "Well, yes." And he said, you know, the one that feels stuff like that.
Oh, Jesus. That's great. That's great.
So that's who I am.
That's okay.
Right.
Well, I want to talk to you too, because you played an important role in developing the accent for a Betazoid.
Don't talk to me about that accent, Steve, because I'm really upset about the accent right now.
Oh, really?
Well, when I did the accent, do we have to say anything? Should we talk about this?
We'll talk about this for just a second, but we'll be back. This is. I think we've got a nice can of worms coming over here. C12-072 is the Star Trek emblem crystal paperweight made from fine crystal. It's Star Trek: The Next Generation. Of course, that's the Starfleet emblem. Interesting evolution to that emblem. That was, of course, the emblem worn by the crew of the Enterprise in the original Star Trek, and in Starfleet mythology, if you would, or in the history of Starfleet, the Enterprise so distinguished herself, along with her crew and herself, were so distinguished in their heroism throughout the 5 different Enterprises that Starfleet eventually adopted this as the symbol for all Starfleet. So you've got a nice paperweight with quite a history behind it. Brand new to us today. Every time we've had one of these on the air, they have sold out. Now you're looking at this and probably freaking out, saying, "Wait a minute, it's $70." Have you gone into a baccarat store or a fine crystal store and seen something of this size?
Yeah.
You could be talking hundreds of dollars.
Yeah, I know, because I just bought some crystal and it was way more than that. This is what to give someone who has everything.
That's right.
They don't have one of these.
To put on their desk if they are a Trek fan, either of the... And this is nice, too, because a lot of people, as you said, there are some people that say, you know, well, I'm a real fan of the original series. So you're sort of honoring the original series with this because the emblem coming from the Enterprise. If you remember on the TV show, the different starships that we encountered, they all had different emblems.
That's right.
Different insignias indicating the different ships. But the Enterprise, in Starfleet mythology, in fact, I was writing this down. Let's see, where was it? In the year 2245, the original Enterprise was launched. That was the original, the one we knew from the TV series. Okay. It was launched in 45 under the command of Robert April, and then went through Captain Pike, and then finally to Captain Kirk.
My mouth is hanging open that you know all these facts. I'm going to steal all this stuff and do it at my next convention.
I'll give you the little notes I put.
I want your notes.
I put down here. But it's, well, and I guess you have seen this, having had a chance to meet a lot of the fans. I am a real fan, and I am fascinated by the way the whole universe hangs together, by the way they can say, okay, well, you know, it was different in the TV show. Like, for example, Klingons. Klingons were incredibly different. Now,
oh, yeah, they look like regular people.
Exactly, with little pointed ears. Yeah. The real reason they look different is because of the special effects budget on the show versus the old show versus the new show. But in Star Trek mythology, they said, well, you know what? The original Klingons that we met were actually Klingon human half-breeds, specially bred because they didn't want to freak us out when we would realize how different they were. Well,
you know something, this kind of ties in with my little story about the accent, because what happens is they make up reasons for things after the fact. See, so they had these Klingons that didn't look like Klingons, they looked like normal people with pointy ears, but they were just in a bad mood all the time, if I remember right.
Exactly.
And so then we have my accent. Now, when I originally got the part, they said to me, okay, you can't be British, you know, because the captain's British, you know, and he's far more important than you, basically. And so I said, well, fine. I've always done accents in my career because I look, you know, dark. Where do you want the accent to come from? And they said, Beta Z, you see. So I made up this accent. You know, who's out there going to tell me I'm doing it wrong? I basically made it up.
Good.
But then we met Mom. And Mom was from the American sector of Beta Z, obviously. And so I went to the producers and said, so where is my accent from? And they said, oh, well, it's your father's accent. So I said, okay. That'll work. That'll work up to a point. That'll work. And then, of course, we met Dad last year.
And Dad?
And he was from San Diego or somewhere like that. I don't know where he was from. So I have no idea where my accent comes from. Consequently, I've had to kind of Americanize it to make a kind of mid-Atlantic, because it really does sound kind of strange that Troy talks funny, you know. So
interesting.
So yeah, things change and get reasons. I think the latest thing is that they sent me away to school, and that's why I talk like with this funny accent.
Oh, okay. Well, sure. Writing it into the into the storyline. That's a great story.
Well, it's true.
That's wonderful. We have a QVC exclusive on the air right now. This will be your last chance to get the Star Trek communicator ornament. Ready to? You put one of those little ornament hangers on, hang it on your Christmas tree, and when somebody walks up to it, say, "Hey, it looks like the Star Trek communicator pin." Say, not only looks like it, but give a listen. It sounds like it, and it also lights up. It's that little red light right in the center.
Oh, that is so cute.
Is this the neatest thing?
Yeah.
Nobody else in the world has this, and we're just so delighted that we were able to strike an arrangement so that we'd be the exclusive supplier of something that could make it a real Star Trek Christmas. It's C12 585, batteries included, ready to go, and years down the line when it comes time to replace the batteries, there are those little mercury watch batteries or hearing aid cells easily available, so it'll be a Christmas ornament you'll have for years and years to come.
Oh, that is so cool. I want one of these.
Here, let me
I'll be lifting this. This is great. Because, you know, there is that other ornament. There is another Christmas ornament. You can't get it.
That's right. It's completely sold out in the stores.
You know, those Christmas ornaments never even make it out onto into the store.
You're right.
Because they're all specially ordered and they're gone. So this is a Star Trek ornament. You're not going to be able to get in the store. I haven't seen this in the store.
No, it's only available on QVC.
Yeah, and I've never seen it at a convention. It's really, because it does something.
Yeah. The light,
you know what?
The light and the sound.
Kids will be wearing these.
Yeah, that's right. They'll find a way. They'll strap it onto their belt. It'll actually be a year-round thing, and every Christmas you have to you rip it off your kid and put it up on the tree.
Yeah, this will be coming off the tree and onto the kid at some point, I'm sure. This is great. This is really great.
It is fun. Let's head back.
And it says, oh wait a minute, it says Happy Holidays from Starfleet Command on the back.
That's very nice of Starfleet Command.
Yeah, it is. That's really cute.
Very benevolent, little imperialistic, but very benevolent.
Oh, you think? I thought it was cute.
No, that's very nice. Starfleet Command is very imperialistic.
Yeah.
If you look at Starfleet as this big, supposedly benevolent organization, and you realize they have all these rules that, you know, they say we're big and benevolent, but we do have a few death penalties, guys, and you know, that's just.
Do we?
I believe Prime Directive, violating the Prime Directive is a death penalty.
It is? Oh,
and going to Talos 4 is a death penalty or really bad motel accommodations. I forget one or the other.
Yeah, okay.
Anyway, we go back to the phone lines now and say, hi, welcome to QVC.
That was a terrible joke.
Thank you. Well, I'm known for those. You're live with Marina Sirtis.
Hi.